Hi, my name is Gabriela Buczek. The following is an example of some of the things I've done. Thank you. Ciao, mi chiamo Gabriela Buczek. Il seguito è un esempio di alcune delle cose che ho fatta. Grazie. Salut, je m'appelle Gabriela Buczek. Ceci, c'est un exemple de certains de travail que je fais. Merci. Dzień dobry, nazywam się Gabriela Buczek. Pokażę teraz Państwu parę przykładów mojej pracy. Dziękuję.
Good afternoon. Mr. Burton needs no introduction. He is the man who brought us Canadian history and, more than that, encouraged us and made us love it. How did you choose the five? How did you narrow it down? There must be other wonderful people to speak of.
Well, yeah, I knew quite a bit about a lot of different people in the North at the turn of the century when the North was adventurous and not hemmed in by roads and everything else, airplanes. And I picked several people and discarded them and picked others and added them because it seemed to me they made a perfect mix.
Please welcome Jasper Fforde and Paul Corrington.
It's delightful to be here with Jasper Fforde, and I'm sure that you're all, like me, a huge fan. So we'll get right to it. What I wanted to ask, because, you know, I've been telling people I'm going to do this interview, and they say, with who? And I say, Jasper Fforde, and they say, well, what kind of books does he write? And I go, So if you're at a cocktail party and there's someone who, for some reason, isn't acquainted with your work, and you say, I write books, they say, what kind of books? How do you respond?
What kind of books? I don't know. I always sort of tempted to sort of try and be really erudite and funny.
Yes.
Yeah, and say something like, you know, I've been feasting at the great, I've been supping at the great feast of storytelling and made off with the scraps.
Tell me first up, what do you mean by mindfulness?
Mindfulness is a form of meditation that is actually universal, but its most articulate expression comes out of the Buddhist tradition. And my working definition of mindfulness is that it's paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally.
I felt that my duty to the Rwandans and to many of the spirits of the Rwandans who were killed both during the genocide and subsequently demanded of me to tell the story from within the structures of leadership and within the voice and the sounds and the smells and the touch of the death and the destruction of so many human beings.
Wojciech Kuczok is a poet, writer, and a film critic. He has been awarded some of the most prestigious literary awards in Poland. He received the Nika Award for his book Stories Overheard and the Polityka Passport for his novel Gnój, which is being adapted for a film.
No, Kraków to było zawsze moje wymarzone miasto. Już od dzieciństwa, takie jedyne miasto w Polsce, które rzeczywiście się... Czułem, że tu się żyje inaczej.
White? Travel.
The first thing that pops into my head, slave. Having kids, settling down, cooking and cleaning.
Bed partners.
Some people think of wife as being subservient. Other people with more enlightened views think of wife being partner.
I keep thinking wife, I think mother.
Honestly, this is awful, but I hear the word wife and I cringe.
What's the first thing you think of when you hear the words pubic hair?
Pubic hair? I think of sex.
What? I don't know.
Health class. Genitalia. Hair that is in areas that we don't really want to see.
Who wants to look at bush? Let's go there with books.
your favorite scene from a Jewison movie?
I'm out of order. You're out of order. The whole system's out of order. I think that's the one.
When Cher said that to Nicolas Cage, snap out of it.
Ligi tiki nacha. That's a Greek version. If I was a rich man.
And hello, welcome to the show. I'm Daniel Richler. Welcome to all of you, and welcome especially to Norman Jewison, who is here with us with his autobiography, This Terrible Business Has Been Good to Me. Hello and welcome to Richler Inc. That was, of course, Margaret Atwood.
Rebus didn't know who he was, but he knew what he was. He was a case, a statistic.
Hello and welcome to Richler Inc. That was Ian Rankin reading from Flesh Market Close.
I think it's important to recognize first novels.
Love Word on the Street. What do you mean, what do we think about it? It's the greatest show on